Line up with 3 new caps in the side, number 2 Blint, and the Ajax strikers, numbers 9 and 10, Bosman and Van de Skip. Big chances for these players with Marco van Basten, the very prolific scorer in Holland, missing from tonight's lineup. And the Scottish team is showing only 3 players who played last week against England at Wembley: Malpass, McLeish and Miller, and there are first caps for Robert Connor from Dundee and Ali McCoist from Rangers. And the referee tonight, Mr. Helmut Kohl from Austria, with 2 Austrian linesmen. So it's Holland to start the match in front of a bigger than expected crowd. The thoughts before the match in Eindhoven were that there would be no more than 10,000 people inside the stadium. But I would say that that prediction was wrong, and there appeared to be nearer 15,000 here, a 30,000 capacity. Conditions ideal for good football, and as I'm no doubt you can hear, a big contingent finding themselves in the far corner of the stadium supporting Scotland. So an important match for a number of these Scottish players on the fringe of the World Cup squad, and some of course trying to make an impression to force their way into the side. It's a big night, particularly for men like Davy Cooper, having missed the last 2 internationals. There he is, number 11, back in the side tonight, hoping to make a big impression and make himself an obvious choice for the opening match against Denmark. And that's Willie Miller's first clearance behind for the corner kick. So Miller and McLeish, the very experienced men in the heart of the Scottish defence. McLeish winning his 44th cap tonight, and Miller his 48th. So the corner kick will be taken by Rob de Witt, one of 6 Ajax players in the Dutch lineup. And a good piece of handling immediately from Andy Gorham, the old and athletic goalkeeper, to boost his confidence in the early stages. So most of the noise you hear so far coming from Scottish supporters congregated behind Andy Gorham's goal on the right. First involvement in the national level for Robert Connor. Get some help now from Miller. And it's touched over the bar by Van Breukelen. Willie Miller leading by example. So the 2 captains involved, with Miller short and Van Breukelen, the Dutch goalkeeper and captain, turning it over the top. So Cooper with the corner kick. McLeish got a touch. Great chance for Scotland, and McCoist couldn't turn it in. Well, what a golden opportunity that was for Ali McCoist. Wouters has dropped back, the Utrecht player, allowing Koeman to stay in midfield for the moment. It is Van Tekelen from Groningen. Siloy. Well won by McLeish. Continuing where he left off against Mark Hately last Wednesday night. So now Malpass has Cooper on the right touchline. A chance to run at Siloy. That's for Sturrock. Can he turn? Penalty kick, surely? No, the referee waves play on. Well, that appeared from this position to be a blatant penalty kick. But the Austrian referee would have none of it. That was Paul Sturrock at his very best. A fine move indeed from Scotland, with Davy Cooper setting it up on the right, going forward, checking onto his left foot. Fine disguise pass to Sturrock. The turn, and surely a clear penalty kick. Blint again. So Falke to Van de Skip. On the near side, Vandenberg waits, but Albiston doesn't, and it's a Dutch throw. Arthur Albiston trying very hard to make an impression on Alex Ferguson in the hope that he may make the starting lineup for that first World Cup match in the finals against Denmark. Koeman back to Wouters. Misunderstanding there between Bosman and Van de Schip, allowing McLeish to send it back to Gorham. You see the Scottish supporters behind Andy Gorham there. A fair number have made the trip to Eindhoven, to this splendid stadium. The main stand below is heated, and that of course is the first part of the ground to be sold out. And the crowd indeed much healthier than was anticipated before the match. Perhaps close to the 20,000 mark now that the match is underway. Van Tichelen. Well, that's well won by Bet. Involving Connor. That's a great pass from Connor. McCoist now with a chance to go in and goal. Great chance for McCoist. Saved by the right boot of Van Breukelen. But the two debutants for Scotland combining in superb fashion. It was Bet who started the move initially. Then Connor sent that pass into the path of McCoist. He struck it firmly, and Van Breukelen was at full stretch. So almost a dream start to international football for both Connor as the provider and McCoist as the finisher. But a corner kick is all they have to show for the efforts, thanks to Hans Van Breukelen, the Dutch captain and goal. But there's Davy Cooper. Too high for McLeish. Alderson. Connor's header. Starrock playing it wide. Here's Willie Miller. Across the corner. It's still a 1-1 for Scotland. Turned to safety in the end by Van Breukelen. And Robert Connor making a tremendous impact in the opening stages of the match. He almost got his first goal for Scotland. Plays back with Blint. And now Wouters. Square it goes to Van Tichelen. Koeman and Wouters interchanging for Holland between the back four and midfield. Turned away by Bet. That'll be a Dutch throw despite Davy Cooper's hopes. Sonny Siloy with the throw for Holland. David's got in behind David Neary. Confident goalkeeping. Well, this young man is very highly thought of in the Scottish camp, and that certainly did nothing to damage his reputation. Very clean, confident catch. Bet going in firmly. Cooper winning the throw. Starrock, a good diagonal run to find space on the right flank, followed by Van Tichelen. Leaves it now to Bet. That's from McCoist. Van Breukelen did well to come out and beat the ball away from McCoist. He also caught the Scottish centre forward in the face. He's still on the ground, and play will be held up, I'm sure, now for treatment for McCoist. The Austrian referee has now spotted the damage to Ali McCoist, and that's why the play is held up. So a good play again on the right from Scotland. Jim Bet taking over from Cooper on the right, playing the ball in towards the near post area. McCoist going bravely with the diving header. Van Breukelen diving to punch the ball to safety, and he made contact with McCoist's left knee. Bosman forced to go back. Koeman being hustled by Malpass, turning it back to Van Breukelen. Blint. Van Tichelen. Neary always a master in that situation, using his experience as a central defender to good effect with a high ball. Paul Starrock lobbing it into space, hoping to find McCoist, but Danny Blint took up good position to cover. Koeman for Holland. Good control from Bet. Asking a lot of Connor though with a lofted pass. Willie Miller to Bet. Comes wide to Van de Schip. And Neary taking no chances at all with Robbie de Wit going in behind him, turning it behind the corner kick. And this time Adrie van Tichelen comes from the back to lend his height to the attack. And once again, Scotland guilty of only sending one man out for the short corner. There's Koeman. Van Tichelen. McLeish's interception. Blint again. Up goes Connor. Falke. De Wit. And he got beyond the area again. Albus is there, they had it clear. Here's Koeman. And the Wouters. The Scottish defence is regrouped. Back now with Blint. Bosman teeing it up for Falke. Bosman again. Koeman. Well, once again, very cleanly taken by Gorham in the Scottish goal, but Ronald Koeman has had more shots on goal than any of his strikers. This is Vandenberg. Bosman. Young 20-year-old striker getting his first cap. And finding McLeish and Miller a very tough central defensive duo. Jan Wouters. Connor putting him under pressure, forcing the square pass to Siloy. De Wit. Vandenberg back to De Wit. That's for Bosman. Good 1-2. Good interchange between De Wit and Bosman, but it's Willie Miller again who makes the decisive tackle for Scotland. That'll be a free kick, foul by Jim Bett on Vandenberg. So free kick to Holland. So the header back from Van de Schip. Here's Vandenberg again, very much the playmaker in the Dutch side. Wouters playing it forward. Header goes behind to Vandenberg. And the pressure applied by Robert Connor was crucial there as Vandenberg lined up that dipping volley, given no time at all by the Dundee midfield player. And that's one reason why the ball went over the top for the goal kick. McCoy is going up with Van Tichelen. It's Albus done. David Neary has called for the ball in the right back spot, but Gorham prefers to put the ball inside the Dutch half. So they can certainly be sure that Sturrock and McCoy will battle hard for possession. Sonny Siloy. Koeman. Van de Schip trying the head flick towards Blint. Davy Cooper doing a good job, and Scotland have spotted the danger provided by Danny Blint, the Dutch right back. They've switched Cooper to the left and pulled him deep to make sure that Blint cannot make these unfettered runs on the right flank. Van de Schip. Good tackle by Connor. Well, back to the days when he played left back for Ayr United with Stevie Nicol on his right. These two graduating now to international football, and both acquitting themselves very well in midfield positions. But he had to concede a corner kick on that occasion. It'll be taken by Vandenberg. Gorham's committed. Now that's when he may be vulnerable. Just a couple of inches short. He had to palm the ball on, and I'm sure he would have caught it had he been a couple of inches taller. Well, some food for thought for Scotland with that corner kick. It's Connor burst forward. What a good match he's had for Scotland. Running into trouble in the form of Wouters, but it's still Scotland in possession with Sturrock. And now Bett. That's for Sturrock. Can he get a touch? Van Breukelen was committed, and Sturrock couldn't get a vital touch on the ball. But what a delightful pass it was from Jim Bett. Look at the way he flighted the ball through the inside right channel. Sturrock at full stretch. It just needed a touch. Bosman's lay-off with the head goes wrong, but Bett can't gather it for Scotland. It's back with Falke. Van de Schip. Neary closing in from right back. Up goes Blint. That time, Bosman got a touch in front of McLeish. It came to no harm as far as Scotland's concerned. The final minute now of the first half, a first half in which Scotland have threatened on several occasions. They've had some promising play from Connor in midfield and from Ali McCoist in attack, with Paul Sturrock also working very hard. And Scotland had the free kick. Perhaps the last chance in the first half to break the scoring deadlock. That's one for Sturrock to chase wide. Followed across by Van Tekelen. Neri offering an option inside, but back it goes to Cooper. Chip ball in to Malpass. McCoist underneath it. It was Koeman's header clear. Albiston. Turned out by Wouters for the Scottish throw. We're now into time added on for stoppages in the first half. Albiston will take the throw. There was some damage to Ali McCoist in particular in the first half, causing a hold-up. Also to Willie Miller. And that'll be a Dutch throw as Cooper runs out of space on the left. There's Jan Wouters, the Utrecht utility player. Started in midfield, then dropped back to allow Koeman to come forward. And there goes the half-time whistle. The first 45 minutes in which Scotland put together some fine attacks, none better than that one in the 21st minute, when Jim Bett combined with Robert Connor, who played an excellent first-time pass into the path of Ali McCoist to race in on goal. His driven shot pushed away by the right foot of Hans van Breukelen, and that could so easily have given Scotland a lead, which they certainly would have deserved. But at half-time here in Eindhoven, it's Holland 0, Scotland 0, and we'll be right back in a couple of minutes. So welcome back to the Philips Stadium in Eindhoven. There's the half-time scoreline as Scotland prepare to start the second half, and they got a tremendous welcome from the contingent of Scots supporters inside the stadium when they came out for the second half, and that reflected a first half in which they acquitted themselves very well indeed. So many fringe players in the side tonight, perhaps only 3 of these players expected to start the first World Cup finals match against Denmark, McLeish, Miller and Forrest Malpass. But there have been some very encouraging performances from other players who may be in the squad. And let's see if these can be turned into goals in the second half. No question at all that Scotland had the edge in attacking power in that first half. They certainly should have had a penalty kick, a stonewaller for my money, and they also came close on a number of occasions with Ali McCoist and Robert Connor. So let's see what the second half can provide. With the chance, of course, of Scotland bringing on another couple of debutants tonight. They have Gary Mackay and John Robertson from Hearts on the bench, along with Ali Dost, Eamon Bannon and Campbell Money. But it's Holland getting forward in the opening stages of the second half. There's Duvitt. Neri wins it, trying to find Bet ahead, but it's Siloy who wins it first. Here's Koeman, a very influential player in the Dutch side in the first half. That pass going beyond the Bosman. And Holland only have named 4 substitutes, their squad being so depleted. Koeman wide to Wouters again. Vandenberg sends it back. So the Dutch playing now basically with 3 central defenders. Van Tekelen on the ball with Koeman and Wouters, allowing the fullback Siloy and Blint to get forward. And that's a free kick against Willie Miller. Snapping into the tackle on John Bosman. And it'll be Michael Falke, number 8, who will take the free kick. Up goes McLeish again with Bosman. Back with Blint. Now Wouters. Good pass to Blint. That's a good ball inside to Vandenberg. He's found space. And a let off for Scotland. They lost Gerald Vandenberg in the box and almost paid the ultimate penalty. Well, what a splendid move it was. Danny Blunt involved in it all the time. There was a space for Vandenberg trying to lob the ball beyond Gorham to the far top corner, and he sends it wide. Bouncing away from Sturrock. McCoist giving chase as he has done so willingly all night. Koeman. Wide to Blunt. Connor trying to get on terms. Vandenberg again takes over. What a good player he is. Here's Bosman. Well, created once again by Gerald Vandenberg. He's the man posing all the questions for the Scottish defence. And Bosman that time getting above the Scottish defence for the header, with Gorham escorting it wide of the post. Here's McCoist. Gets help on the outside from Sturrock. Cooper inside. That's Malpass. And now Miller. Scott's turn to string some passes together. A free kick against Blunt for the tackle on Connor. And that gives Alec McLeish the opportunity to make his way forward to join the Scottish attack. 12th minute now of the second half. Still no scoring here in Eindhoven. And the Dutch making a brisk start to the second half, with Scotland having the edge in the opening period. Miller's free kick towards McLeish. He couldn't quite reach it, and has gone for the goal kick. Now pass to the header. Here's McCoist. Determined to get shots and goal, Ali McCoist. That was blocked, but still another chance for him. Great chance now for Scotland. Breaks again for McCoist. And then Brooklyn gets it. There was nothing wrong with the move as Paul Sturrock had the opening chance. And no luck at all for the Scottish strikers, Sturrock and McCoist. Great layoff it was for McCoist into the path of Sturrock. He'd whirled on the ball just a shade too long. The tackle meant the ball broke again for McCoist, and even then Brooklyn was able to catch the shot. Good play from McLeish and Miller, showing their understanding, born out of matches for Aberdeen for several years and for Scotland. Good control from Cooper. That's towards McCoist. Cooper has it again. He's away from Vandenberg. Willie Miller. Now Morris Malpass. Albiston available on the left. Has a careless one inside looking for Malpass. And Scotland lucky to find that loose pass from midfield running through to Alec McLeish. Cooper has found Sturrock in space. McCoist in the middle, Bet coming to. Down goes Sturrock with time, and once again, howls of anguish from the Scottish supporters. The referee indicating a dive. Well, I think once again Scotland with a raw end of a refereeing decision. There he goes, racing in and goal. Koeman comes to meet him, certainly appeared to catch that right leg, and the referee waves play on. He had to be caught there by Koeman. The referee saw nothing wrong, and it's Koeman who goes forward on the right for Holland. They're queuing up in the middle. The cover is also there though, and it goes all the way through to David Neary. Now Bet in space for Scotland. McCoist coming off his marker, turning neatly. Gets help from Malpass. And that's Albiston on the far side. Good running again from McCoist. Boundless energy up front for Scotland, the Rangers centre forward. All he needs to cap the performance is a goal. But as he's finding, they're very hard to come by in the national level. But here's Davy Cooper hitting the byline for Scotland. And no takers, they'd all gone too far in. McCoist and Bet inside the 6-yard box. leaving all that space for Falke for Holland. Now Van de Schip. Blitz going forward, offering the option to Vandenberg. Played back to Chiloy. It's Blitz once again on the far side. Willie Miller attacking the ball to make the headed clearance. The only man up front for Scotland is McCoy. For the moment they're all back defending. And the Skip leaves it to Blintz. There's Vandenberg. Koeman anxious to get in shooting range. Now it's Falke. Came off the heel of Alec McLeish. Comes away by Alderson. Cooper's header in field, collected by Vandenberg, now being hustled more and more by Malpass, who has been delegated the task of quietening down the Dutch midfield player. Here's Koeman. Good play from McCoy. Koeman recovered well for Holland. Now with De Wit. Falke return pass inside, De Wit going through with lots of pace. Great move there from Holland, and Bosman challenged, and well challenged, and done it by Robert Connor on the act of turning. Well, De Wit's pace posing problems again for the Scottish defence, running at them with the layoff towards Bosman. And there was Robert Connor with an excellent challenge to prevent the shots going on target. Sturrock wants it short. He's brought down from the back. The referee waves play on. Sturrock has taken a knock. He's still on the ground as the Dutch come forward. Chimbert is beaten by Soufiane. Here's De Wit. Back to Siloy. Sturrock is on his feet limping. Albertson's header. Wouters challenged by Davy Cooper. Back to Koeman. Siloy. Willie Miller's header brought down by Koeman for Vandenberg. McLeish got a touch, still Vandenberg. Well, if anyone has got a score tonight for Holland, justice would be done if it was Gerald Vandenberg. The midfield creator trying very hard to get a shot on target on that occasion. Denied by the Scottish defence and by McLeish in particular. It's Vandenberg again. McLeish and Gorham very much in command in the penalty box. Such a calm figure, the Oldham goalkeeper. There was a bit of pushing by Bosman, which has given Scotland the free kick, but I'm sure Gorham didn't know that when he came to gather the ball. Van Teckelen winning the high ball, as he certainly ought to do against Paul Sturrock. McLeish's header picked up by De Wit, but there's a late challenge on McLeish by Bosman, picked up by the Austrian referee. Certainly hasn't done Scotland any great favours tonight, but he spotted that foul on McLeish. And he will allow treatment for the Scotland centre-half. Bosman is also down, just at the back of the picture. Aberdeen already having suffered a lot of injury problems this season. We're anxious to see McLeish in his usual place. The referee Helmut Kohl allows the free kick to be taken by Willie Miller. Off the head of Van Teckelen, that would run for a corner, but it's kept in play. Or sent out at least for a throw by Wouters. Here's Davy Cooper. Cooper again. Still Cooper. Setting it up in the middle for Malpass. And the Dutch defence again there to block the shot from Malpass. That would have been his first goal for Scotland had it found the net. And a good header back again by Van Teckelen to Van Breukelen. Certainly an inspirational figure in goal, Van Breukelen. Looks very difficult to beat. So there's Van Schip. Wide it goes again to Danny Blint. And David Neary happy to squat it back, but Gorham wants to keep the ball in play. So there's Andy Gorham's lusty clearance downfield. Sturrock was fouled by Wouters. Free kick to Scotland. The minute's ticking away now. It would be a very happy journey to Holland if Scotland could conjure up a winner in these closing minutes. McLeish having a word with Davy Cooper. A bit too far out, I think, for a direct shot and goal, but Cooper has surprised us all in the past. Cooper sliding it in towards McLeish. Got his head to the ball. McCoy trying the first time volley. Well charged down by Siloy. Well, a good move indeed from Scotland from the set piece. But also some good defending by Holland. Siloy in particular, who spotted the danger posed by Ali McCoist and blocked the shot. Well, a little bit of rugby there as Sturrock goes down, and he was fouled again by Wouters. So free kick again to Scotland. Scotland ending the match in attack. It certainly hasn't been anything like the typical away match in Europe. They've been very keen to get forward, and we've seen some fine, sharp, inventive play from the front men, Sturrock and McCoist. But yet to cap that with a goal. There's Cooper. No joy again for McCoist. That'll be a corner kick though. So Scotland maintaining the pressure on the touch goal. So 2 minutes left. Davy Cooper lining up the corner kick for Scotland. McLeish arriving. Saved by Van Breukelen. Henrik McLeish at his best. Well, what a marvellous finish to the match that would have been. Cooper's outswinger. McLeish timing the run from the back brilliantly. A powerful header dipping under the bar, and Van Breukelen tucks it over. Well, Cooper will take the corner kick again, this time the in-swinger from the Scottish right. Van Breukelen again. Just a moment's uncertainty, but he got all the ball in the end, and he certainly has been the Dutch saviour tonight. Well, is it too late now for Scotland? Just over a minute left as Koeman tries to get the Dutch going forward. But certainly, for my money now, a points victory for the Scots over the piece. They've carried much more threat in attack than Holland. But the same problem as before, they haven't turned their superiority into goals. We'll support evermore to the Scots behind Van Breukelen's goal. There's McLeish's header, and Malpass sends it all the way back. So we're inside the final minute of the match now, unless there's time to be added on for stoppages. Connor to Alderson. Paul Sturrock has shown plenty of appetite for the fray tonight. So has Connor, stepping into the international arena with a lot of confidence and composure. Which augurs well, perhaps not for the World Cup, but for the European Championships next season. There goes Cooper. Delightful cross. There's Bet. McCoy misses his kick, and what a chance for Scotland. Well, anxiety creeping into the striking talents of Ali McCoy. You have the impression that that's been a Rangers match, he'd have stuck the ball away. But what was encouraging there was the Davy Cooper involvement of the last action of the match.